Welcome to another show in the series, the Nadine Blair Show. And this show, we're celebrating 50 years with the Grace Thrillers. Did you know that the Grace Thrillers has been singing, changing lives, dancing about, sharing songs of hope and celebration for 50 years? Absolutely beautiful. It's going to be a little different because I'll be sharing with you an interview that was done some time ago with the founder, the director, the dreamer behind the Grace Thrillers, Dr. Noel Willis, OD. Man, I tell you, I'm so proud. I've got stories, I've got memories, and I've got videos. And we're going to start off with a video from the Grace Thrillers. And then when we come back, I'm talking with my guest for today, Dr. Noel Willis, OD. Back in a moment.
Come on, put your hands together for the Lord.
Don't try to tell me God is there. He woke me up this morning. Don't try to tell me He's not alive. He lives within my heart. He opened up my blinded eyes and set me on my way. Don't try to tell me.
Don't do it.
God is there. I just talked to Him today. He lives.
He lives.
He lives.
He lives within my heart. You may ask me how. I know He lives. He lives down, deep down in my soul. He opened up my blinded eyes and set me right on my way. Don't try to tell me my God is dead. I talk to Him today. Yeah. Sing it to me.
Don't try to tell me God is there.
Don't do
He
it.
won't be up
This morning.
Don't try to tell me
Don't do it.
not alive.
He's the last. He lives. He lives.
Open up my blinded eyes and set me on my way. Don't try to tell me God is dead. I just talked to Him today.
Listen, Jesus lives.
Yes,
My Jesus lives.
yes.
He lives within my heart. One Sunday morning, he burst into and he said, "Come," he set the captives free. Yes, he opened up my blinded eyes and set me on my way. Yes, don't try to tell me my God is dead. I talk to Him today. Ooh.
I just talk to Him.
Did you talk to
I just
Him?
talk to Him.
I talk to
I just
Him.
talk to Him today.
Early this morning,
I just talk to Him.
I talk to Him.
I just talk to Him.
I talk to
I just
Him.
talk to Him today.
Yes, I did.
I just talk to Him.
I talk to Him.
I just talk to Him.
I talk to Him.
I just talk to Him today.
Hallelujah. Give the Lord a big praise. Hallelujah. Turn around and tell somebody, I talked to Him today. Glory to God.
I'm telling you, one thing I remember, you can't have Take Me Back Thursday on Love 101 and don't play a Grace Thriller song. It's just not happening. And how did they do it? They kept giving us great music all these 50 years. Dr. Noel Willis, OD. Oh,
Hi,
man, I
Dr.
tell you.
Nadine Blair, it's such a pleasure and honor to be with you today.
It's good to have you,
Thank you.
in the studio today. I'm just so proud of you and the work that you have done and all those members who have served over the many
God.
50 years.
50 years.
And you're how much? 16?
Still staying here?
76? That's
God
beautiful.
is good, yes.
I want to know a little bit though about you, Noel. The Noel that people don't know.
Don't know what.
What's your story? What was life like growing up as Noel? How many children did your parents
Okay.
have?
I am the 7th of 10 children.
You're the blessed one. That's like Uncle Hero is the 7th
Number 7.
of must be 16 or 15 of them. I'm like, wow. So you're the 7th
7th of 10, right.
of 10.
Yes. And we grew up in a Christian environment. Our parents are Christian. So we have to get up in the morning for prayer meeting.
Aye.
We have to go to Sunday school. We have to do what
Yes.
the art of the house. So it was really a joy and a pleasure. It was a very, very loving family. Our parents were very caring. My father went to England when I was about 5 or 6, somewhere around there. Spent 6 years and came back and moved us to Kingston. So I actually came from St. Mary.
Okay.
Actually come from St. Mary. So when I arrived in Kingston, I was about 10.
Oh, wow. So when did the love for music and the drugs? So you're with a stable family and then you have music.
Yeah.
How was that introduced
Well,
in your
Music
life?
started in my family from my uncle. He was a drummer. And we always around him, we used him playing the drums, and we, that type of thing happened. It's on to us.
Yes.
So we always want to play music.
That's right.
However, I grew up in the church, and I have to do a lot of things as a youngster. I'm involved in a lot of plays. Used to have a lot of plays those days. I remember one of the plays they had was the 90 and 9, and I was the last sheep.
Ooh.
And I remember the brother who acted as Jesus took me up in his arm and take me to the platform. Oh, it was fun.
Yeah.
So I was involved in a
So
lot of things in
about
the
how
church.
old were you then?
I was about maybe 6 or 7.
So when did the realization of the need of God, when did that come alive in your life?
But that come alive when
Because being in a family that does prayer meeting every week is one thing,
Oh,
but
Lord.
deciding for yourself.
is another thing.
Yes.
Well, like most Christian today, most of them after they're grown up
Yes.
and not control appearance anymore, they stray away into the world and do things that is not of God.
Yes.
But we never gone too far. We're always at a level where we know that God instilled that in us from a youthful days, so we
Yes.
know we have a fear of God in us. It's always good to send your children to Sunday school and
Yes.
to church because they grow up with this fear of God. You
Yes.
can't go far out and do much.
Yeah.
So, we get out there and we start to go party and having those type of lifestyle. And I had an accident. I was working at Playboy Club at the time. Yeah, Playboy Club.
So me hear about it, sir.
My bishop said the Lord has saved you from the gateway of hell.
Wow.
Because Playboy Club is where you have the bunnies, the girls who work at the waitress, they dressed in a bunny outfit and so forth. And I was one of the bartender there. And I was specialized in music, so they put me at the Penthouse Central. They start 12 every night. 12 that open Penthouse bar. And there was a discotheque there. And guess who operated the discotheque? Me.
No, me I try. You tell me some things here now.
So I have to go.
My brain can't manage. I'm trying to imagine. Give me a heart like that at a disco club.
Right.
But tell us again. Continue.
So I have to go out and select music. Everybody want to work when I'm working because my time is great. Music and party, it's fun. So I always get the latest hits and the top of the line song
Yeah.
on those days, and it was fun. However, I had that accident and I realized that my lifestyle was what caused me to get in this accident.
Wow.
And I decided to turn over my life back to the Lord. And
So it was
the rest
already
is
in
history.
you because you were going to
Right,
church.
right,
Yeah.
right. So I
And
just
God
decided
saved
to-
you. What you say, your bishop say? From the gates of
He
hell.
said, God save you from the great way of hell.
Wow.
So I changed everything back to where I want to be, coming to the church, the music, desire for music and to so forth.
Yeah.
I bought a box guitar from a Calypsonian and started to learn to play the guitar. And that's where everything started.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
amazing. It is truly an amazing story, and I'm glad I got a little into your life.
Yes,
growing
yes.
up, because the other interview, as I mentioned earlier, we did an interview some time ago
Right.
when you were in the throes of the 50th anniversary.
That's right.
And we'll talk a little bit more about the Grace Thrillers and how that journey began. And I think you talked about your guitar, Joe. I never knew you could play guitar, sir.
Well, that's where I started to learn to play G, C, E, A flat, A.
I did not know that.
You know Delroy Thomas, right?
Yes, of course I know Delhi.
I showed Delroy the first note.
Live.
I had the first note on the bass guitar. He talk about it all the time.
No, you have to understand this, people of God. Delhi, or Delroy, we
Yes.
call him Delhi, he has trained so many musicians.
Oh, he's a top music teacher.
Top music teacher. I mean, the names would be endless, and some of you young musicians probably don't even know who Delhi is.
Right.
Learn the name. He also won a Sterling Gospel Award.
Exactly,
he was
right.
recognized
Right.
along with you
Yes.
at the 2022 Sterling Gospel Awards.
My God.
And that was really beautiful.
It was a wonderful occasion.
Yes.
I'm so impressed and elated
Yes.
about it.
Yes.
You know, it was nice.
So, Delhi, you learned something from Uncle Noel.
Yeah.
I find out about you now, Delhi.
Yes.
That's wonderful.
You know the beautiful thing about Grace Thrillers, it's an institution. It's more than just a group.
Mm-hmm.
Because we have about 4 pastors now
Wow. From the group.
from the group.
Wow.
I mean, pastors.
Yeah.
We have some singers out there doing great. We have musicians who's well sought after.
Yeah.
I took Rowan, you know Rowan Reed? I took Rowan Reed when Rowan was 8 years old.
And Ron used to play the guitar at
and
the
I
time.
pushed him to bass. You know Glenn Johnson?
Yes.
Glenn Johnson came as a guitarist and I took him from guitar and put him on keyboard. And he's on a top keyboard player.
No, man. Noel, that's vision,
You know
though.
Arthur? A little guy they call Arthur Goslin?
I don't
Arthur
remember that
Goslin is in
name.
Canada, one big time teacher,
Yes.
teaching numerous people in music.
Yes.
He came to the group as a percussionist, a shake.
Yes.
I took him from that, put him on drums. And took
And
him
he
on
shake
drums,
drum.
put him on bass. And
Sure.
this guy is a top class.
Well, hats off to you, Noel, because that's vision.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's great to
You
see how they come out there.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Thank you. You know, I want to fasten your business a little bit, though.
Go ahead.
I know things are different now, but I still want to hear the love story with you and Shirley.
Oh,
How did that happen?
it's very interesting that you asked the question because there's a lady named Kay Johnson. I don't know if you heard of her. She goes to the New Testament church. Kay was singing with the Grace Thrillers at the time. Very good singer, powerful voice. And she was migrating to the state. And she told me she's going to send 2 young ladies to me for interview, right? And Shirley and her sister came. The night when they came for audition, the band set up and everything, but I was going out on another occasion. And I asked the guy them to do the audition for me, right? Nadine, when I came back, they turned them down. Every one of them said they're not ready. And I begged them, said, please let me hear them again. And just let me hear them. And the guy them set up back and let me hear them. I didn't hear any great singing, but I heard a voice that the Lord just inspired me, said, that voice is a great voice. That was Shirley.
Wow.
And I said, I will take them. And the rest is history.
Yes.
You
Her
know?
voice was like,
Every time I listen to Shirley's
Diamond.
songs, no, it's so different. She has such a powerful voice,
Yes.
anointed voice that would shake the world.
yeah.
We were in the studio doing recording. People like Grub Cooper
Yes.
have to come outside, can't angle it. And the anointed.
anointing on
Oh,
Shirley.
man.
Yeah.
It's great. Great.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that choice of choosing Shirley.
But oh, you fall in love with her, sir?
Well, you know, you know, she fall in love with me, and I fall back in love with her. And the rest is history.
We find out, Shirley, we love you, we love you, we love you.
Yeah, it's just
absolutely beautiful.
that's really a wonderful relationship.
Yeah. I know things are different now.
You know, the devil
And
always kept in and do things.
That's not what this is about.
But me and Shirley, we're in good terms. We have good conversation.
Thank you for saying that, yes.
That's my children, mother, and we are there together all the
Yes.
time. Every function, she's there.
Yes.
So,
Yes, I love
and she
that.
called me very often.
That's good. That's good. I love that you
So we have
said
a good
that.
relationship
Yes,
still going on.
Yes, that's beautiful.
Yes.
You know, talking with Dr. Noel Willis, OD, a little bit about him, because I'm always talking about the group and everything, but we never hear much about him. What you love to do in your spare time?
Well, I find myself so busy, you know, and no matter how I try to calm down, I just doing things.
You don't. What you do for fun? You don't do anything for fun, like.
Well, my only thing I do for fun is domino.
Is it
I love
children?
domino.
Oh, you love domino.
Yeah, and sometimes
Okay.
when my cousins them get together and then beat me up and me beat them up, that type of thing, you know. But domino is my really enjoyment.
Yeah.
That.
And I would want to believe that you love what you do. So
I'm
doing
enjoying.
music, your children come up with the music now. And when we come back, we're going to talk about where's the group now, what's happening now.
Okay.
But I believe that for me, I love music. If you start to play music now, I just start shake and I forget about tired, forget about hungry, forget about everything. It's the music for me.
It's
and
all
so
about
when
us,
people
that.
ask me what I do for fun, I work. I work for fun.
I look back way back, Nadine, where we were coming from.
Yeah.
With this, you were a part of it.
Yeah.
What's your group name again?
Celestial Gems.
Gems. Way back.
Way back. These young people don't
Way
know
back.
about Tamara, you don't
My
know
goodness.
Celestial Gems. No, feel right.
Celestial Gem, Love
Yeah.
Singers, Birthright. We were the group
Yeah.
so days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. When Genesis keep, that was it. But now Genesis, there's so many groups to choose from.
man. I'm very happy to see how the gospel had taken off.
Yes,
And the younger generation holding it together. Where it coming from? It's
that's
really
right. And
wonderful.
you and the many who served,
Yeah.
the Leroys, the Sandras, everybody,
Yes.
you also played a role
Thank God.
in the growth,
Yeah.
in the development, and somewhat too in the stability
Yeah.
of the gospel music in Jamaica. There
Yeah.
is a sound that is associated with the Grace Drillers that when persons want to hear Jamaican music, they go in for the Grace Drillers music. Did I tell you, I was, and after this we're going to go to a break and go to that first video. But years ago, I was at Lee University, with Lee College then, and we had gone on a bus tour,
Yes.
and I was playing the Grace Drillers. I don't remember which song, but it was a long time ago. So it was a reggae. And my American classmates, they heard it and they were like, back then it was cassette. And they came on like, wow, we love this. And who is this? And I'm there telling them about the Grace Drillers, because when you are away, you want to feel home.
Oh, right.
And
You
so
need
you play
something,
the Grace
right,
Drillers.
right.
And I tell you, Noel, they were just enamored. They loved the music and loved the
wonderful.
sound. Yeah, but then I started to ask them about country and western.
Yeah.
And they were like, no, that because they're from the south.
Okay.
And their identity, when they hear country and
Yeah.
western, even if it is gospel,
Yes.
they are hearing the secular
Side of it,
side
right.
of it. So they
Yeah.
didn't want to
No.
have anything to do with
They
it.
know
And
about
I
Southern
said to
gospel
myself,
music.
I said, but it's a flip side of what happens here.
Yeah, right.
When some persons hear the reggae here in Jamaica,
Yeah.
they don't want to hear it.
Right,
The gospel reggae, because they're associating it with the secular gospel.
Right.
And I learned something all those years ago. You know, it depends on your story, where you're
Yes.
grown and how you're
Nadine,
grown.
I have to thank God He has given the boldness, the strength and determination to continue with the reggae gospel, because I'm telling you,
Yeah.
we get a fight.
And we'll hear that story in this next interview that's coming up after the break. Dr. Noel Willis OD. I have
Bless
to say
you.
because I just absolutely love it. Dr. Noel Willis OD.
Thank you,
Order
Dr.
of
Nadine
distinction
Blair.
given to him by the nation of Jamaica, Malloy Kids. We'll be back in a moment. You're watching The Nadine Blair Show.
We'll be right back with the Nadine Blair Show. The Nadine Blair Show comes to you with the kind support of Caribbean Gospel TV, CGTV, Light from the Caribbean, lighting the world. Dr. Phil Entertainment, great audio, great video, superior quality. Love TV, Milan Events Rental, luxury lifestyle. Check them on Instagram at Milan Events Rentals. Gorgeous Flowers, Alison Dexter and Almade Designs. Allowed to Shine Ministries and Hardcore Productions.
Sing Your Song by Nadine Blair, available on Amazon, or call 876-550-1154.
Welcome back. You're watching The Nadine Blair Show. As promised, here is an interview that was done with Noel some time ago. Listen to the stories behind the making and the growth of the Grace Thrillers. This is the time, folks, when we look back all the way back to 1971 with the Grace Thrillers. Ain't no giving up. Do you remember this? Look at this. Look at the musicians. Absolutely beautiful. I have the honor and privilege to sit back and relax and talk with the founder, the brain behind the group that started how many years ago? 50 years ago, 1971 or so, the Grace Thrillers. I'm talking about none other than Dr. Noel Willis OD. How are you, Noel?
I'm giving thanks. Very happy to be here with you. God has been good.
He has been. We're going all the way back to 1971, you said?
That's right.
What was it like? What was going through your mind? And give us a little bit about the genesis of the Grace Thrillers.
First of all, I was working at Playboy Club.
At where far?
Playboy Club.
All right.
When I accept the Lord as my
Our
Savior.
glory.
And now my pastor always said I was at the gateway of hell. Because,
And the Lord called
in those
you.
days, Playboy Club is where everything is happening,
Yes.
sort of setting and things.
What caused you to decide? What was it that
Well,
happened?
I actually grew up in a Christian home. You know, you have to go to Sunday school, go to church, and you have Christ within you. But as you grow older, you stray away, gone into the world, trying to do things of the world. But somehow the Lord didn't let us go, still
Yes.
hold on to me, and I decided to give up. I got into an accident, and I realized that, because of my sporting behavior and ups and downs, this happened to me, and I'm going to change my life.
Yes.
I just come back to the Lord, accept the Lord as my Savior. I was a lover of music, always be a music collector, always I listen to the top music. I have them. I always have them. So when I accept the Lord, I have to give away all those music. Couldn't keep them anymore because I'm listening to different type of music now.
Yes.
So I love singing, so I started to sing with a brother in the church called Hilton Frey. We started out as a duet, and people started to enjoy us. And then a sister by the name of Monica Owens joined us and become a trio. So after we became a trio now, we start to sing and give ourselves the name called the Heavenly Seekers. And we started to go around singing in churches, and people enjoying us, and we enjoying it at the moment until when they were invited to sing at the Church of God Deliverance Center in Jonestown, 911 Friend Street. Never forget that church. That's the mother church of where I was. And then the topic of that crusade that week was about grace,
Yeah.
God's grace. And when we sung that night, the three of us, the Bishop Wilfred W.A. Shaw, he came to the audience and said, "You have just listened to the Grace Thrillers."
Wow.
But we didn't take on the name that time yet. We're still going on as Heavenly Seekers. So a few weeks after, we went to visit him. And he said to us, "How the group doing, man? How the group doing?" I said, "We're doing well, Pastor." He says, "What is the name?" I said, "We're the Heavenly Seekers." And he said, "No, you're the Grace Thrillers."
Wow.
And that's
Just like that.
That's when we really accept the name.
Yes.
And we've been thrilling people through God's grace.
So you started as a trio. Did you have a band at the time?
No band. I bought a box guitar, and I
Play your box guitar.
Yes, and
I can just imagine. Oh my God.
and that was the music. In the
Yes,
day.
yes.
Until we have other members join, and we keep on additioning people.
Yes.
And,
Rest is history.
The rest is history.
And what a history.
what a history.
Now, what was the first song? Can you remember what song you were singing at that crusade?
The song we're singing at the crusade, I can't remember what song was it.
But do you remember any of the early songs?
Yes, I can remember the early songs. I was on I was on YouTube the other day, and I don't know how somebody find that song. The first song I ever caught was a 45, and the title of it was "Jesus is Coming for You and for Me."
Wow.
I wrote that song, and when I heard it, I was shocked. Where that person find that song?
Sing
from?
a little bit. Just sing a chorus.
Jesus is coming for you and for me. Are you ready to meet him when he comes?
Oh, yes.
You remember?
Yes.
That was the first
Oh,
song I
my
recorded.
goodness.
And I was so delighted to put it up on
Yes.
YouTube. So from there, the first recording we did the album was I've Got a Love.
And we talked about that the other day.
Yes, right. And that album, in those days, Nadine, you just have to make a record and hope that somebody will buy it.
Yes. It was that bad then?
Yeah, it was that bad.
Well, honey, it hasn't gotten
You
better
make a
now.
record and you take it to the record store.
And you
have
just
to leave
pray.
it there
And them time it was a LP or the
LP
45, right?
Yes, the vinyl days, you leave it there and consignment. If it sells, you get something. And
Yes.
it's there, So it wasn't about the money. It was just want to achieve something.
Yeah.
But when we did the second album, By the Grace of God, that album pushed I've Got a Love. And that's where everything started to move on. But, we have go from different stage to different stage in the music business. And one of the things people used to love when we just sing the old traditional gospel style singing. We more lean to the American standard, American have an influence on the world. So we
Yes,
always
yes.
love the music.
You have a story, though, of going to the United States and singing, the American type sound,
Yes.
and they were asking for a Jamaican type sound.
Yes, I
Tell us
wanna
a little
come
bit
to
about that.
That is interesting. We were singing at this Black American church in Baltimore.
Yes.
Remember this Clara's Day. And while we were trying to sing like them, the pastor came over to me and said, "Brother Willis, can you give me something Jamaican now?" And I was a little bit embarrassed because we didn't have anything Jamaican,
So what did you do?
I guess we tried to do one of those clap and song, lively song, but it wasn't really reggae. So when I came home, it really hit me that God has given us the culture, given us a culture.
Yes.
And people really bring us to their country because they want to hear
They want to hear the culture. That's right. Yeah.
So I came home with the intention that I'm going to really step out into a different but God would have it that Glenn Johnson was our producer at the time.
I remember
He
Glenn.
migrated to Bahamas.
Yes.
So we was really left without a producer, or a music director. And then I used to borrow equipment from Fab 5, So one day I went there to pick up a piece of equipment, and Grove Cooper said to me, "Noel, want me to produce your next album, man?"
And now the rest of that is history.
Right.
Oh my goodness. Because those songs, that
Nadine,
took it to a different level.
Let me tell you something. What was happening in those days is totally different from what is happening now. Because you couldn't take a drum set into a church in those days.
The blood.
They don't want it here.
Yes.
I've seen several concerts stop because of the heavy music.
Yes.
They just want the organ or the piano.
Yeah.
And when we started to do that first album with Grub, He's Alive,
Yes.
we got calls from people all over tearing us down.
Yeah.
I remember a lady said to me on the phone, oh no, Christian again. And take the nice song, them and tune down reggae. And if not come down, we go stone, you know.
And some people got stoned,
Those were-
quote unquote, back then.
Those were
Yeah.
the type of behavior, you know, people, you know.
But what kept you going with all of that happening?
But first
what
of all, I was convinced in my mind, in my heart, that God gave us a culture. And we need to sing what He gave us. I think our music was something special. And I remember when we did a reggae song at a student belt in I think it was Alabama. And we were in this studio, you know, Birmingham, called Sound of Birmingham was a studio in Alabama. And those white guys in that studio, it's the album Ain't No Giving Up.
Yes.
And those white guys was talking about our Jamaican music. They said, man, there's something about the reggae music, it just grab you. You can't get away, it just grab you. And I hear them express themselves about our music. It made me feel good, you know.
Yes.
This is Jamaica. We want to sound like Jamaica.
Yeah.
So when we started to sit down song, Grace Trust take off in a different way. People all over the Caribbean, everybody want Grace Trust because the sound just changed.
Wow.
And it was mild at those days, you know.
Yes, mild.
When we do it, raise your hand.
Yes.
I heard that pastor say, good God, man,
Listen, there is so much about this journey with the Grace Thrillers.
Yes.
We have so much in store, and we're going to take a quick break, get some more music, and we'll be right back. The 50th anniversary of the Grace Thrillers.
For Christ, Christ my Savior. Since my enemies do the same. Just lift your hands to Jesus. It's not my will. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. May the same for you be mine, Lord. Every day. When this robe of flesh, Lord. Like the earth. Sometimes it makes me wonder. Guide my steps, Jesus. Hold my hands. Oh, it's not my will. Oh, Jesus. May the same prayer be mine every day. When this robe of flesh, Lord, that I'm wearing, guide my steps, Jesus, hold my hands. I'm making it tonight, Lord. It's not my will. It's not my will. It's not my will. Lord, it's not my will, Lord. It's not my will. May the same prayer be mine every day. Every day.
Welcome back. We are here with the Grace Thrillers, and my, what a celebration. It's nice, don't it? We have songs that we have been singing from Wilikatini, Weenie, and a Grow, and that have kept us in the arms of sweet deliverance. I'm telling you, and I get to now be talking with the founder, Noel Willis, Dr. Noel Willis, OD. Now, we were talking about yesteryear. I want to talk a little bit about the transition, because now you have a bunch of young people. I saw them the other day and I was like, whoa, this is different. What happened with the thought of, let's go young, because your children are now involved?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, Grace Trust is like an institution. It's more than just a gospel group. But we have people go, people come.
Yes.
We have changes over the years. I am going up in age. I don't see myself on stage anymore. So we try to incorporate the younger generation into the group, and it's so nice to have them there.
Yes, they sound
Fantastic young people,
wonderful.
wonderful.
Yes.
They are very musical, and they know music. They're lively. They bring a little more vibes to the ministry, and it's good to see how they're.
That's wise, though. That's wise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want the Grace Drill to die with me. I want it to continue after I'm gone.
I like that.
Yeah.
Legacy.
Yes. Legacy was passed on to legacy.
So when we see the Grace Drillers now, we're seeing a bunch of young people who are committed to the call and understand your vision and the mission, and they're singing new songs, but they're also singing the old songs from yesteryear, and them sound good. Sorry, they sound really good. They sound really, really good. You should feel proud, though, because you've had so many persons that you've given a platform and then kind of given them wings, to go and do their own thing. That's great.
We were on a Zoom meeting some weeks ago, and I was so proud. Latoya was in it as well, to hear the younger generation talking what the ministry has done for them.
Wow.
Some become pastors, and some become musical teachers, and the different thing that's happening. So it's really a blessing.
Yes.
Make me feel good to know that Grace Drillers have done something.
You've done
not just for singing, but they have excelled in their career.
Yes, that's beautiful. You've done well. What is next? You say you're gonna hand it over and you're gonna retire and you're getting old. What's coming next?
Well, Noel Jr., right? He is very, very musically inclined, and he likes what we're doing. He loves it. He's been singing from he was 5 years old.
That's Noel?
Noel Jr.
Yes, I see him on TV singing with what's her name? Yeah, big singer.
Yeah, big singer. Yeah. So we have a discussion, and we decided that we want him to be the next leader for the Grace Drillers. So we're gonna hand over the baton to him, and he's willing to take it on,
Yes.
And I think they will take the group to maybe another 50 years.
Wow, that's
but
amazing.
it's really a vision and a dream is coming true, and I'm very happy about it.
What is one thing that you want them to maintain, or are you giving them wings to explore other avenues or ways of delivering the word in music?
Definitely, I'm giving them wings because we're in a changing world, and they will have to try to change with the time, but they maintain the spirituality and the depth of being a Christian.
Yes.
We don't end the concert without altar call. It's always seeking souls, and I would like to see that carry on.
Yes. I love that. Yeah. I love that. And as I mentioned, keep them doing the old time, but keep them bringing us into newer songs, even if the new songs have that old feel, but make it just blossom. I love it.
Definitely,
I go cry and sit down at home and say, no, you're singing that wrong. Let me come up and go see him with Kian. You're singing it wrong. You've given them wings.
Yes, they'll have wings,
Yeah.
They know what they're doing. So we're looking for some really great changes. We have a new album coming out.
Yes,
soon,
that's amazing.
Let me tell you about
What's the name of that?
I'm very impressed with the production of this album. Very nice. It have a lot of reggae music on it.
Ooh.
It's the first album we have done with so many reggae songs.
Yes.
And we have a few original, but most of them is cover version. We take some of those real soul-touching songs.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
I don't remember where I was the other day, and I was talking about a song that the Grace Drillers did, and I had to just say, made popular by the Grace Drillers, because when you take a song and you redo it, it's almost like, who did it again? You do it so well. It is well done. The feel is different, and it feels like home, man.
We try to make it sound like we are the one who wrote it.
Yes.
We really try to do something to it. It have to be better or just as good. It can be less. So
your
we're
own interpretation, and it adds value
That's correct.
to the original. It does add value.
Definitely.
And it does add something else to it. It's
Yes.
like Tasha Cobbs
Right.
with by the power, there is power in the name of
Name of
Jesus.
Jesus,
She
yes.
didn't write that, but when she took
See,
it on,
okay.
yeah, she gave it,
Something,
and
right.
that's the value we see
Right.
with the Grace Thrillers.
We
Noel,
we have a few songs that really cover version, and I think when the writer for the song hear it, they're gonna be proud because we have done so much to it, make it
yes.
very nice.
Noel, I thank you for chilling and chatting with me a little bit.
Thank you too for
I'm
being
really
away.
proud of you. We are all proud of you.
Thank
and the
you so
group.
much.
And for all the members who played a little role, maybe they stayed a day or a year or whatever. Hats off to each and every one of you who did such a wonderful job giving the music unto God. Noel, all the very best. We're back with more.
We'll be right back with the Nadine Blair Show. The Nadine Blair Show comes to you with the kind support of Caribbean Gospel TV, CGTV, Light from the Caribbean, lighting the world, Dr. Phil Entertainment, great audio, great video, superior quality, Love TV, Milan Events Rental, Luxury Lifestyle. Check them on Instagram at Milan Events Rentals, Gorgeous Flowers, Alison Dexter and Almade Designs, Allowed to Shine Ministries and Hardcore Productions.
Sing Your Song by Nadine Blair. Available on Amazon or call 876-550-1154.
But thy will be done.
We're going to surrender
Hallelujah.
all to Him. Hallelujah. If I ask for things that I should not ask for, Lord, if I pray for things selfishly, if I ask for myself and not for my neighbor, take this veil from mine eyes and let me see. We're searching ourselves tonight. It's not my will, but thine be done. Pray to Jesus. May the same prayer be mine every day. For when this road flesh that I wear, it makes me falter. Lord, guide my steps.
Hold my hand, Lord Jesus.
Hold my hand all the way. Hallelujah. We're gonna ask the Lord to search us tonight. God, we're saying not my will but thine be done. Hallelujah.
Boy, I tell you a story, make fit tell. Oh boy, that was just so fun. I'm here with my guest today. It's the Nadine Blair Show, and my guest today is Dr. Noel Willis, OD, Order of Distinction, given to him by the Jamaican government. Did I say that already? Welcome back
Thank you.
to the show. Now, Noel, that was a beautiful interview talking about the journey
Yes,
of the
yes.
Grace Thrillers. It's just so beautiful, and I really continue to applaud you on the vision and staying true to it. What's next?
Well,
50 years, happy 50 years.
thank you
What's
so
next?
much. The more I think it's time for me to retire, is more something telling me to go on.
Ton. A while ago, in the interview, he did talk about retiring. So what's going to happen?
Yeah, there's a lot of things happening. We have a lot of new, vibrant, beautiful vocalists
Yes.
coming into the group now.
Yes.
We expand the size of the group. Not that we're going to have everybody on stage one time, but we have enough that we can always have a choice,
Yes.
And we are looking forward to work on the next album.
Wow.
And we have quite a number of things coming up for next year, So we're not stopping here. And, I just think I have to continue until the Lord says stop. The Lord don't tell me stop yet.
Yeah, well, there's so much talent, though.
Yeah.
And if the Lord didn't say it, hey, go right ahead and keep moving. And we're looking forward to that other album and for more from you and the team.
Right. It's my pleasure to be investing in talent.
Yes.
I am connected with the organization in Canada called VG39. I don't know if you've heard of it.
No.
They have an online talent search.
Okay.
And
yes.
And I am one of the sponsors for the I'm going to send you a song for the last year winner that we record here in Jamaica.
Yes.
And we're also going to record this year winner as well.
That's
so
beautiful.
I'm the sponsor for the winner to produce them, right?
To produce them.
Yeah. So I'm active. I'm busy.
So was the winner a Jamaican or?
No, he's from Barbados, but he lives in Canada.
Okay.
He married to a Jamaican though.
Well, Jamaican. That's beautiful.
A young man by the name of Gregory Marshall.
That's great, and I look forward to that. If we have the time, we'll share a glimpse of a little bit from him. But again, I am looking forward to the more from the Grace Thrillers. I thank you so much for all that you have done, allowing God to use you, and for remaining humble.
Thank you.
And you know, for all the members who have served on the Grace Thrillers over the many years, whether you carried a pen or a tambourine or a triangle, or you hold out the note. I remember Audrey, sweet, sweet, sweet love. I can't do it, Audrey, but I always remember it as a child, and she would just hold that note. All the singers, everyone, we appreciate you so much. You're deserving, of the applause and absolutely beautiful. Nadine Blair, I say thank you. Now, I have something very special for you.
Wow.
Yes, sir. From the Nadine Blair Show.
Wow, it's a surprise. Wow, isn't this beautiful?
Yes.
Oh, I'm
Let
so
me share
blessed.
what it says. You are blessed,
thank you
and you
so
are a
much.
blessing.
You know, it's always a joy and pleasure to be with you. You're one of our icons.
Thank you.
In the gospel business.
Thank you.
And I know you're always promoting Grace Thrillers music.
Yes.
Always sharing. And I know sometimes I call on you suddenly, but I don't have anybody else to call on. I can't help it.
But that's okay. I really appreciate the ministry.
Thank you.
I really do.
Yeah.
But let me talk now. Let me big you up a little bit.
Isn't that nice?
The dreamers see it, believe it, nurture it, feed it, and find a way to make it happen. You did this over 50 years ago, and with faith, and most certainly by the grace of God, you charted a course that has taken Jamaican gospel music across the world, across the island, and around the world.
Praise God. Praise God.
Thank you, Noel, for believing. Thank you for dreaming. Thank you for lifting, encouraging, and shaping the sound and the feel of gospel music in Jamaica. You and the many producers, singers, musicians, and so many others, with God, you thrilled our hearts.
Praise God.
And we pause to say, happy 50 years of great music, God's way. Thank you, Jesus, for Dr. Noel Willis, OD.
Praise God.
From the Nadine Blair Show. Live ready, live love,
my God.
forgive easy.
There's a chill coming over me now.
I am so proud of
thankful to you. Thank you very much. This is beautiful.
Okay. Let me show it again. Zoom in.
Wow.
Yes. This is for you.
This is wonderful.
This is for you.
Wow.
Yes.
Man.
Thank you for being a part
I'm going to cherish this one.
Oh, bless you. Thank you for being
so
a part
good.
of the show.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
it's always
really,
a pleasure
really.
and an honor.
Would you say something to those who are watching just from your heart right now?
I would like to say, whatever we are doing, do it to the glory of God. Because that's the only way we're going to be blessed. Don't go there to big up yourself and to get rich out of this. humble yourself and God will exalt you. I hope that all the singers and musicians who are playing is playing unto the Lord. And if you are praying unto the Lord, your blessing is sure. God bless you.
Bless you. Thank you so much.
Thank you again, man.
Yes.
Bless you.
Well, that's it, folks. I feel good. I love the Lord so much, and I love me some great Grace Thrillers music. Let's celebrate with them this 50th anniversary. Go out and buy some music. Music's still available, right?
Yeah, man.
Yes, man. Buy some music and just enjoy the Grace Thrillers and their ministry, and keep them in your prayers. All those who have served and all those who are serving now, and most certainly the visionary. Thank you so much for watching the Nadine Blair Show. What will we do next time? Stick around and see. I do tell you though, that my heart and my prayer is that you will be blessed whenever you watch the Nadine Blair Show. God bless you.
Take it from mine eyes, just let me see. It's not my will, Lord, it's not my will. Oh, Jesus, may the same prayer be mine every day. When this robe of flesh, oh, that I wear, sometimes it makes me falter. Guide my steps, Jesus, hold my hands.
Yes, Lord.
Lord, I worship you tonight, God. We give you all the glory and all the praise. Lord, you're so worthy. You're worthy, you're worthy. If I love my friends and serve them only, if I serve all the rich and all the poor, yeah, what good would I have done for Christ, my Savior, since my enemies do the same? Just lift your hands to Jesus. It's not my will. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. May the same prayer be mine, Lord. Every day. When this robe of flesh, Lord, all I wear, sometimes it makes me wonder. Guide my steps, Jesus, hold my hands. Oh, it's not my will, Lord. Oh, Jesus, may the same prayer be mine every day. When this robe of flesh, Lord, that I'm wearing, guide my steps, Jesus, hold my hands. I'm begging you tonight, Lord, it's not my will, it's not my will, it's not my will. Lord, it's not my will, Lord, it's not my will. May the same prayer be mine every day. When this robe of flesh makes us falter. Guide my steps. Jesus, hold my hands. All the way. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.
And she'll make it worth your while. She's got good news to help you. Get rid of the stress, just relax and be blessed. Listen, watch and roll. With the Nadine Blair Show. Won't you come on in and be blessed? That's what you get when you're on the Nadine Blair Show. You'll be pointed to the Most High. Oh yeah. That's what you get when you're on the Nadine Blair Show. Won't you come on in and be blessed? That's what you get when you're on the Nadine Blair Show. You'll be pointed to the Most High. Oh yeah. That's what you get when you're on the Nadine Blair Show. You will be lifted and blessed by the Lord Most High when you're with the Nadine Blair Show.
The Nadine Blair Show comes to you with the kind support of Caribbean Gospel TV, CGTV, Light from the Caribbean, lighting the world. Dr. Phil Entertainment, great audio, great video, superior quality. Love TV, Milan Events Rental, luxury lifestyle. Check them on Instagram at Milan Events Rentals. Gorgeous Flowers, Alison Dexter and Almade Designs. Allowed to Shine Ministries and Hardcore Productions.